large collective acts. The underlying message of this predominant ecological ideology is a deeply conservative one. Any change can only be the change for the worse. So what is wrong here? What is wrong, I think, is the very starting presupposition. To put it simply, the presupposition that there is something like nature which we humans, with our hubris, with our will to dominate, disturb its patterns of balance, and which somehow should be restored, the natural balance. Here we should take seriously the lesson of Darwinism, which is that it's a very crazy lesson. I don't think we are ready to take it, which is why I think Darwinism still has something to tell us. The true core of Darwinism, as all progressive Darwinists like Stephen Jay Gould will tell you, is not that right-wing rubbish, life is struggle, the stronger wins. No, the lesson is that nature itself is not natural, it's denaturalized. Nature tinkers, improvises with great losses and catastrophes accompanying every limited success. The logic, nature is not a harmonious pattern of seasons, change, balance, reproduction. Nature is one big chaos catastrophe which is from time to time contained in a fragile balance, but then it explodes again. Are we aware how true this is for us? What is our main source of energy today? Oil. But we know that oil is organic remainder. Sometimes we can even recognize their traces of plants, animals, and so on. Can we even imagine what kind of unbelievable ecological catastrophe had to have happened so that we have our oil reserves? This is nature. And so I think that my first conclusion, ideology at its purest, it's precisely this idea that we humans are maybe too active, intervening, disturbing some pre-existing balance. As psychoanalysts of Lacanian orientation, me and my good friend Thomas, we know Jacques Lacan's motto, the big other doesn't exist. I think we should extend this to nature. The first premise of a truly radical ecology should be nature doesn't exist. Namely, nature is this maternal deity, if you want, Gaia, substance which we humans disturb, and then the balance of which should be restored. If you read really intelligent biologists and geologists of the earth today, they will tell you many funny and at the same time terrifying stories. Like the main conclusion, which I find breathtakingly fascinating, is that the natural equilibrium of our Earth is already to such an extent accommodated to human pollution that if, let us imagine, human pollution were radically to stop or to diminish, it would have caused a breathtaking imbalance, catastrophe of natural reproduction itself. Nature, as it were, already includes our pollution into its reproduction. So again, what we need is ecology without nature, ecology which accepts this open, imbalanced, denaturalized, if you want, character of nature itself. Nature improvises, tinkers, and so on. Nature are not stable patterns. Precisely this notion of nature as stable patterns of life, imposing this onto nature, is the ultimate human hubris, is the ultimate human violence. Next point that I want to make. With regard to the prospects of an ecological catastrophe, I think, and this is my key message, it is, I think, all too short to attribute our disbelief in the catastrophe to the impregnation of our minds by scientific ideology. You know, this standard thesis of the predominant ecology, which says something like this: the ultimate cause of our ecological problems is modern technology, Cartesian subjectivity. We think we are abstract beings, somehow outside nature, who can manipulate nature, dominate nature. What we should rediscover is that nature is not out there, an object of our manipulation. Nature is our very background. We are wired, in that sense, to nature, embedded in nature. You should go out, feel, breathe nature. You should accept that your abstract scientific reification, objectivization of nature to so-called natural mechanisms is just an alternating effect of being embedded in a life world. I think that far from often a solution, this kind of reference to our immediate living experience is the cause of the problems. Why? I claim that it is precisely because of this continuing feeling of being embedded in a natural environment that we cannot take and do not take the ecological threat seriously enough. Look, let's be frank. First, apart from catastrophic effects like your fires that we see from time to time, are we aware that the very notion of ecological crisis is a scientific one, like ozone hole? I'm sorry to tell you, but look up as much as you want, you will see no hole out there. We have to rely on science, but my main point is the following one.